A disabled girl says, "Darling, just look at my dress. How do you like it for our gala dance?" The boy replies, "Yes, it's very beautiful, but this time I'm not going with you. I'm going with her." Then another girl arrives, and Julia says, "What? But Michael, this is Lucia. What's wrong with you?" Michael answers, "That's exactly why. Because this time I want to enjoy. I want to dance. And with her, I can dance." Julia says, "What has happened to you? You're not going with me?" Michael says, "This time it will be a little different. Forgive me." Then Lucia says, "Yes, girl, and besides, give me that dress because I need it. I'll wear it." Michael, tell her to give me the dress. Michael says, "Give her the dress as I say. No one will know, because you two look alike." Julia, hearing this, becomes sad. After some time, she is crying, and behind her, a poor boy is collecting garbage. He says, "Julia, you're crying." Julia replies, "Who said that? Come out. I'll call the police." Then the boy comes out and says, No, wait. I'm your schoolmate." Julia says, "What are you doing here? You should be preparing for prom dance." The boy says, "Actually, I'm working in recycling. I have nothing else to do. I didn't go because I'm the one who runs my home." Julia says, "Wow, that's really impressive." Then the boy asks, "But what about you? You should be at the dance with your boyfriend." Julia says, "Actually, we're not boyfriend and girlfriend anymore. We broke up. He found another girl who looks just like me, and the biggest thing is she can walk." The boy says, "What if we do our own dance? We can play some music. You have such a big house. We can do so much." Julia says, "I don't understand you." Then the boy jumps over the wall and says, "Look, let me handle everything. Don't worry. We'll have lots of fun." Then he takes her with him and says, "Yes, I love this place." The boy dances for Julia, and they both become very happy. Meanwhile, Lucia says, "I'm glad you invited me instead of Julia. There's so much chemistry between us, and we like many of the same things. How do you feel about that?" Michael says, "Yes, I like it, and I really like you. I'll have to end my relationship with Julia so I can be with you." Meanwhile, Julia and the boy are dancing when suddenly Michael comes down and says, "What are you doing here?" Julia, "Look, I only told you I wouldn't go with you for one day, and you betrayed me." Julia says, "What are you saying? We were just talking, just spending time." Michael says, "I don't care. I was going to break up with you anyway." Julia replies, "Better you leave. I won't let you humiliate me." Then the boy behind her says, "You heard my girlfriend. Now leave." Then Lucia arrives and says, "My love, what are you doing here?" Michael says, "I came to see this cheater." Julia says, "Get out of my house." Then Lucia says, "Yes, darling, that's true. Let's go from here. You've seen what kind of people they are. Let's leave." Lucia takes Michael with her. Behind them, Julia says, "Thank you so much for defending me." The boy replies, "It's nothing. I just didn't want that guy to humiliate you or treat you badly. Okay, I'll go now." Julia says, "No, wait. What if we go out together? I mean, if you don't have the same problems that come with being in a wheelchair." The boy says, "A date? You and me? Sure. But first I'll have to work to earn money for it." Julia says, "That's not necessary. It doesn't matter if you have money or not." The boy says, "Oh, okay then. I'll go." He leaves, and Julia waves happily and says goodbye. Remember, true love is not based on looks or money, but on respect and understanding. And pride and betrayal always destroy relationships. If you liked my video, please like and subscribe.